Hey guys, Ken here from Backpacking Light. And today I'm going to talk about the Klättermusen Iving 2 jacket. Now this jacket is a beast. And if you're looking for a jacket that does everything you need it to do for a winter expedition, then this is probably the jacket you're going to want. It's fully waterproof. I think it's 20,000 millimeter. Lots of down. It's 750, so it's not the highest quality down, but it's a good thick down that keeps the jacket nice and puffed out. It's also got lots of pockets. Got two front pockets up here, chest pockets on the outside, and you got on the inside one pocket. And then you have these two big pockets here. The big hoodie. Now this hoodie can even cover if you have a helmet on. And weighs about 1.5 kilos for the large, so it's actually a pretty light jacket for how much warmth it gives. And I've had this jacket down to about -40 and haven't had any real issues with it. Now, I've washed it once, got a little wonky, and it broke the some of the compression straps, and that's really one of my biggest complaints about the Klättermusen Iving, is that I think on certain details it could have been built a little better. Let me get closer here so that you can kind of see. Let's try this now. There are some things that, you know, for a jacket that cost about $1,200 or 14,000 crowns here in Sweden. I mean, for that price, you would almost want it to be bulletproof, but it's not. And actually, I've had some issues with it. For example, these little straps, a lot of these straps will have a tendency to break. And you see that. Maybe you can't see it, but right there, there's a black stitch on there, and that's because I fixed it. And that little strap fell off. This one's about to fall off. These little straps up here fall off. Yeah. And now, if I had like one thing I would complain about, it would be this Velcro, because it's not the high quality Velcro that you would expect a jacket of this cost. In fact, I don't know what the word is in English, but I can show you here. It frays, and you get all these little strands, and you're having to cut those off all the time. And you know, if I had bought this at the shop, I mean, it was doing this after like a week of use, and if I bought this in the shop, I'd probably be returning it almost, or at least you know, I'd want a replacement. But the problem is that all of them have that'll fray, that Velcro. So you know, I could almost make the case that they shouldn't have that Velcro on there at all, just because it doesn't match the quality of the jacket itself. But at the same time, it doesn't really affect the warmth or quality of the jacket. It's just a detail that almost seems like it was put on there as an afterthought, and they didn't really think about the consequences of having cheap Velcro on a 14,000 crown jacket. This one has a nice, comfortable fit, and the jacket itself is still, you know, you're very much movable in it. This is a large jacket, and I think it fits more like an extra large, so I can get, like, today I have a couple jackets under it, or at least I have this real thick wool jacket, and then I have overalls on underneath. That's about -15 today, so there's some coldness in the air, but with this jacket on, I don't ever feel that cold. And like I said, I've had it down to -40 without any major issues. I also like that it's waterproof. Now, with the waterproofness, that's something that, you know, with a lot of waterproof jackets, is you want to be able to dry it out in the evening. So if it's a wet-ish day, which can be in the winter, where, you know, all of a sudden go up to plus degrees, you know, start raining a little bit, and it will keep you dry in the instant that it is snow or raining or snowing like that. But if you don't dry it out by the end of the night, and you just kind of set it up in your cold tent or something, and then the next day, all your down's going to be wet. And I would say that with pretty much any jacket. So if you know if you're going to be like in actual rain, don't use it as a rain jacket. Have a rain jacket on top instead. But, you know, if you're stuck in something like that and you're going from cottage to cottage, then yeah, I mean, it's an excellent feature to have. Other than that, you know, it packs down nice and tight. So at 1.5 kilos for this kind of an expedition jacket, I mean, that's quite nice actually. Yeah, so, I mean, it's got a nice long fit. You could kind of see that when I was standing up. It's Ken here, Backpacking Light. Hope you liked the review. Cheers.